This bike is a maniac. Guys, welcome back to another video of One Architect on Wheels. Whoa. So I'm just returning from one side to another side, and I have about say 15-20 minutes between these two transit between these two sides. So that got me kind of thinking about a question that has been running in my mind for the past couple of weeks rather. The question was basically if so I basically own this first generation 390 Adventure, although not the first. It's bought in 2024 and I've been using it for the past year and a half, and it's been kind of fun. And you know, I've had a lot of fun riding in and around town, commuting, touring, doing a couple of breakfast rides. So that kind of got me thinking on the question that has this bike aged really well? I mean, because you know pretty well the new 390 has had a lot of hype, and kind of pondering on the question that will this bike fade away or this will be kind of remembered in the history. So let's get to the heart of the matter. This is nothing but your old generation, the second generation Duke on stilts, and I am quite okay with it. Not everyone was happy with the way it performed, although it has had its own sort of drawbacks and issues. But then yeah, no bike is perfect. You have to kind of learn to live with it. So yeah, back to the question, has this bike aged well? I feel it has. The reason is, see, I'm an architect and I have a certain way of, you know, observing things when it comes to aesthetics, when it comes to functionality, form. We are kind of, you know, trained in a way to build things that last, and this kind of resonates with this bike a little bit, is what I feel. I was telling a couple of my friends have these bikes and they've been okay with it, they've been living with it, and they've not faced really much of an issue. So leaving the reliability part and the lasting long kind of quotient aside, design wise I do feel that this bike is pretty radical. If you term it in the way of architecture, what we call it, it's kind of a brutalist design. Brutalist design is more or less like, you know, exposed stuff, your less use of aesthetic materials, but at the same time trying to make it look good. So this is what I feel the bike resonates with, and this is what the bike exactly is right now. I mean, this particular generation I feel looks pretty good, and I'll try to pull up somewhere and see if I can show you what I mean by it. But this bike looks good. I mean, it's sure one hell of a looker, and I think I gotta stand up here. Yeah, so this is one hell of a looker, and it feels good. It's got that big bike appeal. It is further accentuated by these crash guards that I've I've installed, and people kind of like it. I do get a lot of second glances when I'm out on the road, especially in the city. People kind of, you know, turn around and look back at the bike, trying to understand what just went by. God, this bike is perfect for these kind of roads, man. Just gliding through these. Whoa. Oh, Patil Bhau. So to the heart of coming back to the heart of the matter, this design looks very razor sharp. It's not for everyone's liking. Okay, that's one thing for sure. Not everyone is going to like this bike. We have our what the fury. साला मैं भी स्टॉल हो गया. तो सब लोग को ये डिज़ाइन पसंद नहीं आएगा, दैट्स वन थिंग फॉर श्योर. बट देन इफ you leave the design aspect aside, it's one hell of a beast. I mean, I'll show you right now. I'm in 4th gear. I'll just drop down a curve. See, so now I'm at 4,500 RPM and I'm backing the throttle open. See what I mean? It's a different kind of a beast, and you know, it's very rare that you can try and restrain yourself from not doing this, but then you ultimately do end up doing this. It will put you on the edge, that's one thing for sure. It will keep you entertained for quite some time. I mean, I'm coming from a Dominar 400 and I still find this kind of intimidating sometimes, but that's the fun part of riding this bike. Unless you're not intimidated, unless you're not a little on the edge, you're not going to enjoy what you do. And there is a point where you start to enjoy it. You know, there is a point where you don't really give a rat's ass about what's happening and you just love it. I'm not really sure about the new one, but yeah, this is sort of a maniac. Oh god, I am going to have a red signal. Don't go with my tone. I'm secretly happy inside because I'm going to get to gun the bike. You probably see now what I mean by this bike is a maniac.
Yeah, boy.
You see what I mean? It's very hard to restrain yourself, man. This is crazy. Oh. I don't want to land up in trouble. This bike can get you into trouble fairly quickly, man. Fairly quick. I mean, no doubt it's not like a super bike kind of performance, but it's almost there. It is almost there. See, first of all, it's like very aggressive on the power. It's very good when it comes to road mannerisms. At the same time, it's very touring friendly as well. I mean, it's the right balance, at least for me. That's what I think. I bet not everyone will agree with me, but I have friends who have owned the earlier versions, and they do swear by it that the handling of that bike was much better than the one that is currently there. No doubt you have these hard suspensions and stuff. There are a lot of niggles in this bike, but if you look past those, you have a fairly good bike which can do almost everything. And I'm coming from a Ninja 650 and a Domino. This feels like it's got a very it's done a striking balance right between both of these. I mean, if you look at the bike design wise, it's got these very, aggressive, sharp lines on the headlights. It looks aggressive. It means business. And the moment you look at this bike, visually it feels that it is not meant to be messed around with, and that's exactly what this bike does. Then when the designers designed this bike, they have gone all out. They've not overthought it. They wanted to keep this bare minimum minimalistic. If you look at this, it's got this exposed holders here, exposed frame inside, exoskeleton here. Then it means business. I mean, they have had a very simple principle. अगर दिखने वाला है तो make it look good. एकदम simple. And boy, does it look good. It absolutely look good. This is what I mean by brutalist. Brutalist design is a very non-apologetic version of your design. It's a very bare to the bones, and this bike is exactly what that means. And this is very bare to the bones. It has prioritized a couple of functions over the form, and it has managed to look good while doing that. Okay, I won't deny. I mean, it's managed perfectly well. I mean, the designers knew what they were doing, what they were getting into, and they've done it fairly good. So coming back to the question, has it aged well? Yes, I believe so. I mean, there's no reason for not to like it, at least for me. I mean, couple of you guys will definitely agree, couple of you won't, but yeah, that's the thing. I mean, this is my opinion, this is my point of view. Not everyone has to agree with it, right? And as far as the question remains, has it aged well? Yes, absolutely. I really feel it has aged really, really well. I mean, in this era where, you know, the bikes are loaded with a lot of different kind of electronics, this has bare minimum of it. So this bike just works. I mean, it was meant for a certain purpose, and it's doing that just right. I mean, you cannot go wrong in this era of, you know, bikes being packed with a lot of this mode, that mode, and blah blah blah. I mean, if you ask me, I have not used the modes on this bike even once. I've just stuck it onto off-road mode for the traction and road mode for the ABS, and I'm done with it. I haven't changed it for the past 1 year. The design wise, it's got enough space, it's got nice seats, it's got a kind of a big bike feel, it's got fairly decent headlights. I mean, there is hardly any reason for someone to not like it. Let's put it this way, there's hardly any reason for someone to not like it. And I still feel, I believe that this bike has aged pretty well. I mean, this design has aged pretty well, and it is doing its job in a fairly decent way. At the same time, it will also keep you very happy, and it will also keep you very occupied and keep you on the edge. Yeah, so I think that's about it. That's what I wanted to kind of, you know, discuss. I'll try and park up somewhere and see if I can get you a couple of glances of what I mean by the design aspect of this bike. Ciao, see you all in the next one.
Here are a couple of clips showing the design of the bike.